Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Review. Today we have Thomas Hardy Ale. This has been brewed by different people, like different breweries throughout the years. This one is Meantime in London, England. It is a British barley wine. And if you just want the review, you might want to fast forward a little bit because I have a little thing I want to talk about. The last time I had this was almost exactly a year ago, and it was somewhere between 8 and 10 years of age on it. They haven't been brewing it in a while. They're finally brewing it again. Obviously, this is the 2017 vintage. Came out, I think 4 months ago, almost to the day. So the reason I had it a year ago is tomorrow is the 1 year anniversary of a good friend of mine who passed away very unexpectedly. He was hiking with some friends and was in the best shape of his life, mid 50s, and about 100 yards from the parking lot at the end of the hike, he died. I mean, it was just crazy. It wasn't a heart attack, but it was heart related. Um, and anyway, so he was born in England, so he was, a British guy, and he lived there for, most of his whole young life. And then when he became an adult, his parents had moved to Atlanta, so he moved to Atlanta, met a girl, moved up by me in upstate New York, and we worked together. And so to honor him for his when he passed away, I thought, well, Thomas Hardy's appropriate, an English poet and author. And then so again, that was aged. I just randomly was able to purchase that with some age on it a couple years ago, and I was just saving it for something important, and it seemed appropriate. And then this came out. We got this on our market maybe 2 months ago. And when I bought it, I thought, you know what, I'll hold on to it and do a review. So today, I'm reviewing this day before. So tomorrow will be, but the day I post this will be the day that he passed. I just got back from hanging out with some of his other friends and his wife at a brewery called Hopshire that he really liked, and I went one time with him. So that was kind of nice. We all raised a pint to him the day before. So again, I'm reviewing this the day before, and we'll post this the day of. And I have a policy: I don't drink if I'm upset, if I'm emotional, sad or angry. I made that rule when I was in college, and I've stuck to it. So I thought maybe reviewing it the day before, in case tomorrow I do get emotional, would be the best thing. It is a depressant after all, so I do not want to, magnify any sort of bad feelings I have by consuming alcohol. That's tomorrow. Today I feel good. It was nice seeing his wife and some friends, and it was all positive, which I'm all about. As I said, this is a barley wine. It's 11.7% ABV. It's in a 11.2 fluid ounce bottle. The bottles used to look different. It's pretty cool. It's got Thomas Hardy's face on it, and I won't read the description or anything. But the shape of the bottle is really cool. Relatively large bubbles, probably about finger high when I poured it. Kind of, oh wow. And I rinsed out the glass. What am I doing wrong? What I don't use soap. I rinse them out, and I rinse them before I use them. Like a ruby reddish kind of hue, coppery almost, almost like light maroon. Um, with the lighting not coming this way, it's a little more orange. But anyway, that's what it looks like. Let's get to the aroma. So I don't remember last time I had a fresh one, so it is tough to kind of compare it to fresh. Definitely smells like a barley wine. You get a lot of dried fruit like figs and actually some like dried bananas, raisins, things like that. Relatively sweet in the nose. Maybe some cherries, like candy cherries. So a lot of that dark fruit, dried fruit, that kind of aroma for sure. I don't get any alcohol for 11.7%. And again, it's only 4 months old, so it's not like it's been aging for a long time. And I did only buy one bottle. If I like it, I'm definitely gonna buy one or two more. It's kind of pricey. It's $11 a bottle in my area, so I want to make sure I liked it. Smells great. I kind of want. I'm sure I could keep pulling stuff out. I want to just get into the taste. Cheers. It's really good. Um, those dried fruit notes come through, especially the banana and the fig, I'd say. A little bit of raisin, big caramel, huge caramel, like really big. Besides dried banana, some very ripe banana. Almost has a rum taste to it. It warms slightly, definitely not any sort of alcohol burn. Man, yeah, it's almost like rum soaked dried fruit. Wow, it's it's really good. Sorry, I gotta do a better job describing it. It tastes amazing. Not medicinal, but you do get some of that cherry note that makes me think of cherry like cough syrup. It doesn't taste like cherry cough syrup. It just has a little twang of that kind of a taste. Man, yeah, the alcohol is interesting because that warmth is so nice, and it's slightly compounding, but it's still not getting any sort of burn. So it's interesting that it can kind of exponentially get more and more warmth without ever crossing a line of alcohol taste. Good mouthfeel, smooth, coats well. Oddly, it avoids being syrupy because it's relatively sweet. All those fruit notes, the higher ABV, it's super malt forward, but it's not syrupy. I like JW Lee's is one I like quite a bit. Another like very malty beer. Sammy Claus. This comes out once a year, according to the back. Same thing with Sammy Claus. And that one's a higher ABV, so I'm not surprised that one can kind of come across a bit more syrupy. But this is really nice. I'm definitely going to try to get at least one more bottle to age indefinitely. A little bit of a berry note too, like sweet strawberry. A little bit of molasses. It's a wonderful English barley wine. Thanks for listening to my rambling, unless you skipped ahead, which is totally fine. Glad I'm doing this today. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it as always. Also, as always, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, cheers to those who have fallen.